All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Computer Applications. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of different things, but a lot of the same info that we've already been looking at. So go ahead and delete this so we have a blank canvas here. One of the first things you're going to be taking a look at in today's lesson is you're going to insert table. Now, the table functionality works exactly the same as we've seen before. You can draw up to a 20 by 20 table. And when you insert it, you have all of the same tools and functionalities that we had inside Google Docs. You can select rows, right? You can select lines. You can change the fill color, the line color, all of the same stuff. You right-click in there. You're also going to have the ability to insert rows and columns, delete tables, etc. Right? It's all the same stuff we've been doing. You're also going to be using the headers and footers that we talked about in the last lesson. Remember, the way that you get to that is you come up to Slide, Edit Master. Remember, if you edit the master slide here, the top master slide, you'll change all of the slides, which will be extremely helpful for your header and footer, as the case may be with that. In addition, you're going to be taking a look at inserting word art, resizing word art, and all of that fun stuff. So again, if you go insert word art right here, boom, you now have a piece of word art that you can change the color, you can change the font type, you can change a whole bunch of different things with that, much in the same way that we've been doing. Again, notice word art also has our same reflection, drop shadows that we've been doing. Size and rotation, position, all the same things we've been looking at. You'll also be looking at inserting pictures, changing the slide layout. Remember, if you click off of everything, you can change the layout of the slide coming up here to layout. And you have title and 2 columns, or 2 content, title and body, 1 column text, as the case may be, with the different things you're going to be looking at there. In addition, you'll be looking at changing the background. Remember, we did changing the background to an image before in a previous lesson. You're going to be actually changing the background color. Hopefully some of you have some experience with this, with your different projects you've been doing for geography and the like. But you know that this is there now, right? So if you go into background, you can change your background color. Finally, the last thing you're going to be looking at today, I'm actually going to change this back to white so we can see what we're doing, is if you have a string of text, you can actually insert hyperlinks into different things. Now, a hyperlink is simply just a web address, right? So, for example, google.com. If we wanted to insert a hyperlink to just google.com, right, you can copy that. You can come out here, and one of the ways you can do it is simply paste it, right? This is the Lutheran High student favorite. We're just going to post our URL here. I very much despise this. What I would recommend that you do is, instead of test, let's change this to Google. Type out some text that you're going to apply this hyperlink to. Once you have that text typed out, there's a couple of different things you can do. The easiest one is to just right-click on it and click on link. By making this a link, you can now paste that Google link in there, right? Remember, we did this already with some previous projects and with bookmarks in the Google Docs stuff. You now have Google as a hyperlink. So now when you click on this, we can go right to Google without having to do some copy and paste stuff or having to look at a giant gross URL. So that's something to keep in mind for this project as you start moving to it. And I believe that is everything you're going to need for today. So I'm going to cut the recording here and let you go ahead and get started.